we're all there.
Are the streetlights on yet? No, they're out playing.
Yeah.
We're live. What is going on? We are, my gosh, this is the first show since release day, literally 2 days later, and I am just glowing from, first of all, the film's out. Like that alone, just the film's out. Like it feels great, but also...
Feels good to say that.
Yeah, most people really, really, really enjoy it. There's only a couple times people will say, they'll say, "Hey, I saw your movie," but then they'll say, "I enjoyed it." Period. And is that a Gen Z thing where like if they even take the time to put any punctuation at all, if they put a period, is that means sarcasm, right?
Z.
Like. I
enjoyed
enjoyed
the fact
it.
that punctuation now is deemed passive aggressive. I'm like, I'm glad I'm a millennial. That's the only time I'm ever going to say that. I'm sad that it's actually live that I heard that. But
oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I'm glad I'm not Gen Z, quite frankly.
So here is what's up. Here is what's shaking. We have a very special guest tonight. You guys have seen the film.
You're pretty lights.
Oh, I know. Isn't that fun? You guys have seen the film. Everyone thinks I play the KleptoKing. I'm not the KleptoKing. I have a cameo in the second film, but
aha! So there is a cameo.
Don't you have a cameo in the first one?
Yeah, there is a split second where you see me in the very beginning of the walking. There's a hologram of me walking across the street.
Okay,
I missed it. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Whoops! Oh, please.
Radio mode. Audio input.
All right. Technical difficulties here. All right. Welcome to the live stream lounge, R Wolf Baldassarro.
Hi guys.
So I am so thrilled to have you on the show. I've been wanting to have you on for a long time because not only do you play the KleptoKing, but you are an author. You are a mixologist. You have created your own. I'm gonna say meat sauce. I know that's a poor choice of words. What is it? You have something for that?
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Yep. I'm sorry. And also like wines, and also we're going to talk about you have been slowly building this cocktail book, mixology book for ALADDIN 3477s, and we are going to get to try one of the drinks tonight.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, so much to chat about. We need to get the drink started first. So real quick, so tell everyone what this drink is and tell us about it.
It's called the ALADDIN 4377 because the base is liquor 43. So
do you have a bottle of that here we can look at? That is so funny. This stuff is really good in the mini beer shots. This is that's how people make it.
Yeah, mini beers.
Okay.
Yeah. Liquor 43. Okay. So it's the ALADDIN 4377.
Because it's such an awesome drink, it knocks ALADDIN 1,000 years into the future.
Love it. Another 1,000 years, pretty much.
I hope you have like little captions like this on the pages of your cocktail book. As
well. I will.
So what's going on here? How are you? How are you mixing this?
Well, it's got you steep the liquor 43 in chai tea. And then it's got this is lemon juice, maple syrup aged in bourbon barrels, and pure vanilla.
Okay,
the good stuff, not the imitation.
So if your average mixologist doesn't have access to maple syrup,
you can get it. You can get that anywhere.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say if this is something you did in your basement, not everyone's gonna have access to it.
Are you done with the ice?
Nope. I need a couple cubes in each glass.
Just a couple?
Yep. Oh, that's cold.
More. These are kind of small cubes. Is that enough? Is that
No,
good?
that's fine.
No. Oh, I'm glad there's quite a bit of smoke here. During the second half of the live stream on Friday, we set off the smoke alarms from.
Didn't you realize
the
they had
I
smoke.
heard about that.
Yeah, it was great. Great for a live stream. All right, this looks fun. I can't wait. This is like the real stuff. I was telling Casey.
Hey, this is my art.
I was telling Casey earlier, right before the live stream, she made me a grilled cheese, and it was so good. And so she was in another room, and I came in to thank her. I said, every time you make me something, it really does taste like it's made with love. Where me, I'm just all about like, what can I grab and just throw in the microwave really quick, and it's good too. But I mean, you can tell it's not made with love, and care and everything.
That's fair.
Well, that's
I've never seen you cook once since I've known you.
No,
I don't think you've ever had the time.
it's just no time.
That's what cooking is. It's cooking with love. It's making it for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't cook for myself. I'll cook for
But
other
also
people.
the presentation.
This is the color of the setting sun over Kong Cheyenne.
Aw. So while we're doing this really quick, can you share some of the names of the other Aladdin 3477 drinks that are eventually going to be in the cocktail book? Listen, no one, I know right now, even though everyone's excited about the first movie, I know no one actually wants to buy a cocktail book for Aladdin 3477, but I'm hoping as things grow with the films, maybe you guys would be interested. It would be worth creating a cocktail book where you can get another drink is the Sky Sail. Another
Vex on the Beach.
Vex on the Beach, which is a character from the second movie. And then isn't there one with the gin?
The Gin of Wisdom.
Okay, but the Gin of Wisdom. That is brilliant.
There's Princess Kamala. That one is really good.
I feel like there should be one that's sensational.
I could do that one.
For Shen. Oh, and then Klepto Rummer.
Klepto Rummer instead
my
of
gosh.
a rum runner. Yeah.
So do we drink through this thing, or is that just
No,
like
it's
a
just
fun thing
it's
that's
a
just in
cinnamon
there?
stick.
Cinnamon stick? Okay.
You can try.
You could try drinking through a cinnamon stick.
I am going to try after. But anyway, so, oh my gosh, this is amazing, Wolfie. Thank you so
Alrighty.
much. Ding, ding, ding,
Cheers.
ding, ding.
Congrats on the movie.
Oh
It's
my
been
gosh.
awesome.
Aladdin 3477. I am in filmmaker heaven. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, come on.
Right? Wow.
That's
Is that-
profound.
That is worthy of being the master drink of them all. This is one Aladdin 3477 drink to rule them all. Holy cow, I can't stop smiling. That's so good.
Yes, I was proud of this one.
Woo! Oh my gosh, we are getting to your comments. I see some people are hanging out. What is shaking? We're getting to your comments right after this. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. DTE says, hello, salute the KleptoKing.
Woo!
Oh my gosh,
Woo!
Rachel Baldassarro says, shake, shake, shake.
Shake
James Cavallo says, Kickstarter perk. You probably said it before me. I like that idea. And and you're also a photographer.
Yep.
So you take beautiful photos of your drinks and like the food concoctions that you make.
I started doing videos for. I did a couple of instructional videos for my Klingon blood wine, the Romulan ale.
Romulan ale. I thought we were going to have that.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I didn't. I don't know if I showed these yet. Yeah, absolutely.
Coming from my lovely wife.
Robin, what is up? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, Robin, you need to try. Oh, I'm going to try doing the cinnamon stick because that was so good. I wonder. It doesn't actually. A little bit gets through, but it's mostly air.
I had something for that.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Rachel says, okay, Grandpa, you got to say hello to your favorite.
Because Phoenix calls me Grumpa.
Oh, Grumpa.
I wear that title with pride.
You got to say hello to your favorite granddaughter. Aww.
Hi, Phoenix.
Are you guys watching on TV right now?
We're watching it on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Hi, Phoenix. Go to bed. You got school in the morning.
That sucks.
Yeah, that is good. The Aladdin 4377. Very, very delicious. All right, so let's get into the live stream here. This is the live stream lounge. Our special guest is R Baldassarro, R Wolf Baldassarro, and he plays the KleptoKing. A lot of people think this is me. So, funny story. I just want to get out of the way before I forget. So, everyone calls you Wolf. Everyone calls you Wolf. And I think it's so amazing the reason why. And I believe I'm one of your only friends. I'm sure Rachel can say your full name, but I'm one of your only friends that actually knows and can say your full name.
Full legal name, yep.
And when I say it, people will know why. Oh, yeah, I can see why everyone calls him Wolf. Because your real legal name.
Should I do it with the accent?
After I do it, because I just want to impress everyone with because I tried to do it with the accent, but I'm sure you do it better. But it's Raffaele Pasquale Benedicto Baldassarro.
Yep.
How do you do it?
Raffaele Pasquale Benedicto Baldassarro.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, it sounds better when you do it.
Well,
I'm
it's
a little more
easier.
I'm a little more more
Wolf,
white with it.
It's my real name. It's just not my legal name. It's a long story how I got the name, but it's spiritual in origin. So
yeah, I love. If we have time later, maybe we'll get into that because that is a really cool. It's a great story behind it. She said, "I love you, Grumpa, and you look very nice on TV." I don't know if he looks nice. I don't know if that looks nice right now, but Robin says those eyes. And Paul Michael Kane, hey guys, what is going on? PMK
in the house.
Oh my gosh, love and miss you. And wait a minute, if I'm not mistaken, I think Paul Michael Kane's on a cruise right now.
What?
I'm so curious. I'm curious where you're going and what's going on with that. I actually went on a cruise once with Paul.
I have never been on a cruise
with family. So normally we have drinks in these fun old school Burger King glasses, but instead, look at this. This is the Aladdin 43. Now, is this a cinnamon stick with just dangling over the top? So is the idea because then when you go like this,
in it, you can't see it. So for the picture, I just had to put it on top.
That is really, really good.
We're lucky because for the longest time, I could not get Bravazzi. They had a distribution issue. I couldn't find it for.
What is it? Is that like soda water?
It's Italian hard soda.
Oh.
And for like well over a year, I couldn't find it. Just happened to find it a couple of weeks ago. Perfect timing.
Where'd you find it?
I want to say Total Wine, but it might have been somewhere else.
Oh, no, I was going to say, if you found that at Total Wine, that's completely understandable. They got a great selection.
Paul Michael Kane is checking in from the middle of the Atlantic.
Nice.
Ooh. I wonder, are you near the Bermuda Triangle by any chance?
I don't hear anything about the Bermuda Triangle anymore. It's like it just stopped doing its thing.
It used to be when I was a kid, like you didn't mess around with the Bermuda Triangle, you know it was almost like Chuck Norris, like dude, Chuck Norris can stop a bullet.
There's one in Lake Superior.
What? A Bermuda Triangle?
There is a Bermuda Triangle effect in Lake Superior where strange things have happened.
Interesting. Anywho, what an amazing drink. Listen, we can't go further until we comment on James' outfit.
Oh.
James, what is the scoop? Give it to us straight.
Awesome. I mean,
where does he find his clothes?
Okay, so today, this is the Super X Ant-Man inspired tracksuit.
Okay, that's amazing.
You got to get the PIM disc.
I have the matching.
What?
A little red flip. They're the red version of the black ones we took to AFM.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I actually had to throw that pair out because we walked so much and trekked up so much rugged terrain they fell apart.
Oh my gosh.
And,
Sorry about that.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, this is great.
With the little PIM particles.
So is that like the blue pill and the red pill? I've seen Ant-Man. I forget what.
That's what you throw.
Please take the red pill.
Makes you grow, the other one makes you shrink.
Oh, okay.
And to kind of complement the ensemble, I have
the Paul Rudd, Mac and Me
and Conan,
complete with Conan O'Brien.
Too much.
If anyone is familiar with Paul Rudd's years of just over a decade of showing up on Conan, playing the same clip of Mac and Me every single time, and Conan is just over it. I got this. So Eric, either I'm wearing the shirt or you're wearing the shirt, and no, I'm just gonna wear it so he can see it.
Oh my gosh, so funny. That is great. That is hysterical.
I do it for you guys.
Robin says, looking good, James.
James always looks good.
Sure, baby, I know it.
PMK says Bermuda Triangle later in the trip. Right now, headed to is it the Caribbean or the Caribbean? Because I could swear Caribbean. I hear professionals say it different every time.
Because it's named after the Caribe tribe. So it's the Caribbean.
So Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. But isn't there a song from the 80s by Billy Ocean that's Caribbean Queen?
I forgot about that one.
I feel like Billy Ocean would have more street cred for how to pronounce Caribbean than we would here in suburbia of Michigan. I'm curious. Not the same without you, brother Paul. Oh my gosh. I wish me, Casey, and Bo could have been in your suitcases. Missed the crap out of you and cannot wait to see you soon. We're overdue for an East Coast trip. So man, maybe this year, oh my gosh, I would love to visit. I'm long overdue for that. Hey, Lori. Hi, everyone. What's going on? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight on
the live stream lounge.
Oh, whoops. On the live stream lounge. Rachel says, looking good, Noodles Naster. Probably Noodle Master. I went into Second and Charles today, and I think I found where you buy your clothes. Oh, snap. That was good.
Oh, you got to see his
that
face.
That was saucy.
You
need to show your face there because that was good. That was really
Okay. All right.
My wife loves James noodles.
That was great. Oh my gosh.
I acknowledge I don't have a response to that because I didn't think of it. But it's coming.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Later in the episode, it'll be like, man, you've been waiting all episode to say that. All right, so here's what's up real quick. January 3rd, the film is out. It is everywhere, and I am just so thrilled. On the release day, we had a release day marathon. I'm sure a lot of you saw it, where we marathoned all day long from 8 in the morning till midnight.
When I could.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was a lot of fun. And it was just really neat to connect with everyone. I know in some cases it's kind of like, man, we didn't have a premiere yet in a theater, like where we all kind of see it together and stuff. I know we didn't have that, but we have people and friends like kind of everywhere. So this was a way, I know it kind of seemed like it's from the living room, but it was kind of a way that we got to connect with everyone. So
hey, it was cool.
I was really happy with that. But here is Eric and I. Eric was a trooper, as was James. And Terry was amazing enough to bring, look at this giant dish of sushi. Oh my gosh. Yum, yum, yum.
You become the sushi addict.
Yeah. And because I didn't know what I was missing. I feel like, I how old was I? I was in my 40s when I finally discovered it. So I feel like I need to make up for it now.
Make up for lost time.
For all of the lost time. So anyway, real quick, we got a couple. Rachel says, "I love you."
I love you too.
And
me, man.
Neely Barnes says, "Hiya, excited to see the movie. Thank you for the labor of love. Thank you so much for your support. I can't wait for you to see it. Oh, my lovely wife and Bobo, you're welcome." Oh, thank you. Yeah, everything she makes is just filled. I could cry. It's like I bite into it and it's like she made this for me and it tastes like she just I love my wife so much and it's so funny. I watch the way that she like she'll take spices and just the way she puts them on, I'm like my heart melts just watching the little because I'm just like I think just because of time and stuff, I'm just like what's the quickest thing I can do? Throw it in the microwave, 45 seconds, pull it out, and I'm already right back down working. I usually eat standing up and everything. She puts so much TLC into everything. I'm just the luckiest cat on the planet. Okay, so Nick Garlock made this really funny. It's almost like our first meme now that the film is out.
Oh my god! I have not seen this.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So check this out. This is real quick. I don't even know what this is from. Let's watch it, and then you guys can tell me what this is from. This is hysterical.
Popcorn, soda, pickled garlic. Hurry, Potty! Hit the remote. This is gonna be great. I can't believe it. This is so exciting!
Patchy the Pirate, man.
What's Patchy the Pirate?
Patchy. Live
Oh
action
my
little
God.
segment from SpongeBob.
Oh, okay. And is that Bob Odenkirk?
No, that was Tom Kenny.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be. I didn't know who it was. I didn't. Oh, it could
Either
be.
way, but yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, no way. Nick just took the time to throw that together. That is our first meme. And it's hilarious that
Yeah.
it gets to be a video meme.
Oh my gosh. Colleen Clan Curtis, what is up? I miss you so much. Love your wife for your or love your love. Oh, sorry. I keep
It's
it was
the
an optical
4377.
illusion with the it is the 4377. Love your love for your wife. So sweet. Thank you so much.
We love our wives.
Scott Conney in the air flying home. Great to see you
Scotty
too.
boy!
Wolfie,
Woo!
what is up? Oh my gosh, thanks for hanging out with us. And bro, you need to try an Aladdin 4377. You will love it. It's so good. Joseph Vermillion says my biggest question from the movie is Umi ever going to talk? That is a great question. And
Gotta watch.
I'm gonna say you gotta watch. It's not really a spoiler if I answer it, but I think that's a question I'm gonna leave to the internet stratosphere to chat about and debate on in anticipation for the next two films. That is a great question though. You two are hilarious, Colleen. Pour me one.
You got it.
Yeah, we'll have one waiting for you. Travel safe, my friend. Thank you for hanging out and checking out the live stream. So real quick before we go any further, of course, family comes first. And every week that we do the live stream, I have to share Incredibo. Here is this week's photo.
Those eyes.
That little, oh my gosh, that little potato. It's so adorable. So Fiji Fridays, we did a bunch of them on the live stream.
Nice.
But one of my favorites, Wolf, you have
Puerto
to.
Rico.
So you actually made a film, and you had so many Fiji captures when you went to Puerto Rico.
Yep.
So that's amazing. And this is where is this?
That is actually at our Airbnb in Puerto Rico. We're in the old part.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, this thing was like a $1.5 million house, but we found out after that the foundation was falling apart. We could like crumbled into like off the hill.
Yeah.
We did not know.
Wow. Joseph says, oh my God, so cute. Colleen says, adorable. Aaron G says, been hearing good stuff, brother. Yeah, me too. The reviews, everything's been great for the most part. It's not just been positive, but extremely positive. So grateful that everyone, because sometimes you don't know as an artist, you might make something that you think is great, but maybe it doesn't land with other people. So that has just been absolutely Amazing. Real quick before we get started, my brother has just released a new app on the iPad and on iPhones. It's called Focus Dial. It's really great for if you struggle with anything, with like just things that you're trying to time management and get things together in your life. It's a great way that you can set aside how much time do you want to spend a week learning the guitar, learning a new language. Maybe you're writing a book, all the different things. And it's really just kind of a great way to manage your time. Ann Randall, what is going on? Hi, congratulations on your achievement. Watched the film yesterday. I ended up watching in Apple because Xfinity had a mismatch with the sound and video. I've heard some weird things about Xfinity. The sound was delayed from the video. I tried on Xfinity with my cable box, my computer, and the Xfinity app on my phone, and I saw the same thing each method. Want to let you know. Thank you. I've heard that from 2 other people so far, so I'm going to let Buffalo 8 know that my parents said the sound was garbled, and they said it was kind of hard to watch. So that's something. Also, I will check it out, I think, before I even report it to Buffalo 8, so I can see exactly what's happening. But thank you for letting me know. So Casey and I were of all places, we were in Amsterdam, and we met these really nice gals on a boat ride through Amsterdam, and they hooked us up. It's really hard to get tickets for the Anne Frank House in the Netherlands, and we got to go. They had people. This was when the Microsoft glitch happened, so their friends couldn't make it out, and so they got these tickets. They had to get up at like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning months before, because the tickets always sell out. So they were generous enough. We kind of met them on the on this boat on this tour. They were so sweet, and then it was amazing, but it was just, as you could imagine, the Anne Frank house was so, I mean, at first it was like, yay, we get to go to this really, and then like really quick, like, whoa.
And then you realize,
yeah. And it's like, man, this is less than 100 years ago. How just crazy for that. Casey says, thanks for letting us know, Anne, our Amsterdam friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so Shiva to Believer, the film is out, and I wanted to share with you guys really quick. This is literally 45 seconds, and I just wanted to share. This is something that originally was going to be at the very, very beginning of the film. It's me kind of introducing the film, but there's some important things I really wanted people to know. In the end, Buffalo 8 said they probably shouldn't put this on the movie. And I agree with them for the reasons why, but just the same, I think is some info that for those of you maybe that haven't seen it yet, or even if you have, I think some interesting info.
Hi, I'm Matt Bush, creator of Aladdin 3477. I wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch a truly independent film. We did our best to try and make an A-list looking movie without having the budget of a big Hollywood studio. With family and friends building sets in our own backyards, we spent years putting our blood, sweat, and tears into this handmade epic saga. This film, The Djinn of Wisdom, is the first in the Aladdin 3477 motion picture trilogy, and the adventure is just getting started. Be sure to stick around after the end credits, where you'll get your first sneak peek at the second film in the Aladdin 3477 trilogy. Enjoy.
Thing we just mod, but you know what? Those candy drinks are like the foundation of the live stream.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll do it in a second here. Let me just get this rolling, and then so Shiva to Believer, it's the first of 3 films. So when this ends, it has a little bit of kind of a conclusive ending. It's I hope it's satisfying. But again, these were written more as like an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. All 3 films have been filmed.
No, I love the way the first one ended. It was perfect.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's not like, a lot of the Indiana Jones movies or James Bond movies, they end with a nice tight bow on the top. This is more like Lord of the Rings, where this isn't a super cliffhanger, but it does kind of set up the next adventure. And then most importantly, stick around after the end credits, because obviously that's your first look at the second film. All right, we have massive updates. Let me, we're going to talk about them in a little bit. But the biggest thing you need to know is Amazon Prime. If you bought it on Prime, if you watched it on Prime, unfortunately, there are no subtitles. There's closed captions, and those work, except anytime there's supposed to be subtitles, there's nothing. So there are characters that speak in other languages. There's robots. There's bounty hunters that have a synthetic processor that makes their voice different. I mean, you can watch the whole film and you'll get it, but there are specific things that are really funny or really important or clues to where this is going. It really does kind of affect the cinematic experience as intended. So until they get that resolved, I know Amazon's on it, but the metadata is so complex, it's not as easy as just flicking a switch. So they're working on it. But until then, any of the other places are great. Please hold off on Amazon. If you did buy it on Amazon, as soon as it's fixed, it'll work if you've purchased it to own.
We had it on Fandango and it was perfect.
Yeah.
Feed was perfect.
I've watched it on Apple. I've watched it on YouTube, and it was great there too. So obviously this is the first of 3 films. Cannot wait for you guys to see where this goes next. And don't forget the bonus to stay through at the end credits. All right. We need to chat about
that bad guy.
the KleptoKing. And wow. So there's so much to chat about. And Wolf, you have been such a big supporter. It's also worth mentioning, before I forget, you are the first and only person of cast and crew that actually has an Aladdin 3477 tattoo. That is amazing.
Yep.
Gosh.
Before we even had you on set.
Well, it was one of those things because I had mentioned that a lot of the cast from Lord of the Rings got matching tattoos to commemorate being in the film.
Yeah.
And I thought, hey, that's a cool idea. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, sure. That's an awesome idea. You first. Okay.
I thought we were going to agree on a set design, but it turns out the Lord of the Rings guys, they all have different ones.
Yeah. Christy Perovsky says we need a drink that is aqua blue for Kamala. I have to
do
agree.
A blue one. The Princess Kamala drink is actually pink.
Okay.
It's like a peachy pink.
Yeah. I
And
feel
that
like there
one
can
is
be
very
more. There
good.
could be a Princess Kamala, but there also could be the Royal Sapphire of India could be another one that maybe has that cool aqua color. I mean, if it's going to be a full book of like 100 different drinks, there needs to be more than
I'm
one.
on it. I'll do a blue version.
Love that. Love that. So many Palpatine vibes from the KleptoKing. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. And we, that is your voice, but I had a lot of fun playing with a couple things. I didn't want it to be synthetic because there were already like a bunch of other characters that had like kind of synthetic cyborg voices. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all I did was just take the pitch of your voice, which already you were making it gravelly and raspy, but I took it just a couple notches lower than that, which just gives it that extra little creep factor, And yeah, so cool. We should also give a shout out to Nick Garlock, who for all of these scenes, he is the one who actually animated your eyes.
Wow.
And had to go in.
I saw the eyes, so that was awesome.
Yeah, so had to go in shot for shot and kind of paint, not really paint in the eyes. The eyes were created, but he had to go in and paint in the reflections. So he would look at your eyes as is, and the lights that were in the room that you could see reflected, he had to kind of match those and then put the glowing LED under it.
What?
So when you really look closely at the eyes, you can actually, even though they're glowing with the red circles, if you look close, you will see reflections of the lights and glares in the room.
I'm sorry, I was the bane of your existence for a couple of months.
Low key, I think we have to praise Garlock more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot for sure. And I want to get him on the live stream. He, I believe, works Sunday night, so it's going to be hard for a while, but once he gets some vacay time or something like that.
Even the makeup was awesome. I mean,
and that was Nick Goodwin, yeah.
I really didn't even feel it on there.
Yeah.
It was like
so cool. Rachel says there was a few times his voice reminded me of Jabba a little bit, just because it was so low. Yeah.
Oh, just the way he laughs.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the spreads from the official collector's edition, which is available now in the Aladdin 3477 pre-sale store on BackerKit. So you guys can order these. And this was kind of your first sneak peek at the KleptoKing. However, coming soon is the art book for Aladdin 3477, and this is one of 2 pages dedicated to the KleptoKing. And so I wish I could zoom in here. On the left, you can see some storyboards from this epic scene. And then there's some photos. These are usually done kind of for continuity, but here is kind of the makeup on your face. It's amazing. He also added some stuff to your hands, which are visible.
Yeah, even the nails.
It's so creepy. This is what creeps me out more than anything. When you look at the nails, and the nails are cracked. And I had an accident when I was younger that like smashed my fingers and my nails and stuff. So I'm kind of squeamish about like fingers and everything that get, that get injured. And he just did such a good job. It is so creepy. And that's actually a sketch that I did when I was a student at Art Center in Los Angeles. And that was one of my first, I don't know if it was named the KleptoKing yet, but that was kind of my first design, which is again very Palpatine. And so I tried to, what can I do that's kind of like this but different? I wanted a little more ragtag, where Palpatine is pretty clean, his cloak is pretty, dry cleaned pretty well. So I wanted something just grittier and glowing eyes of some sort. But that was probably 1995 that I did one of the first sketches. And this is the painting early on of the KleptoKing.
That graciously adorns my office wall.
Yeah, that's awesome. So cool. So that's in the book as well. Some of you already have the KleptoKing minifig. Look how giant. That's to scale. I guess it's maybe the same size as you, but the blaster. You have the largest blaster in the entire trilogy.
Yes, I do.
And what a cool minifig. And there's actually 2 different expressions on the head. I have videos. This is actually the thumbnail from one of the videos on the YouTube that actually shows you how to put this together. That's the minifig right there. So cool. And can't wait. If you haven't seen the film yet, don't want to spoil too much. You actually took this photo of 2 of the figures just to kind of show
the different face.
Oh, okay. Nice. So cool. And there's a close look. I love how most things with minifigs and Legos are just existing pieces to create. So these are pieces that most people that play with Legos a lot, they would probably recognize all the pieces, but this is what the general shape of the blaster is. So you might be wondering, what are the Klepto Runners exactly? I don't have a scene here with the KleptoKing, but I do have a really quick scene with the Klepto Runners. They are scary and vicious, and they are the stuff that nightmares are made of. So let's take a quick look at this quick scene with the Klepto Runners.
Aladdin, wait! Wait for what? Umi might be in trouble. She'll be fine. She just saved your life. All right, fine. Then take this. What am I supposed to do with this? Get back to the sky sail. Shoot anything that gets in your way. But I couldn't possibly. If you want me to help Umi, you have to pave the way to the sky sail. Okay. Aladdin, make the wish. Make the wish.
Woohoo! So yeah, the Klepto Runners, scary stuff. Very, very cool. So real quick, we are going to talk all things Wolf. There's so many cool things that he does, but real quick, I just wanted to give an update on Aladdin 3477. Oh my gosh, the reviews have been amazing. Tom Santilli at Movie Show Plus says a visually stunning sci-fi adventure that redefines independent filmmaking. Wow, that is like, I don't even know if I would say that, but oh my gosh, thank you so much. Chris Jones at Overly Honest Reviews. Aladdin 3477, The Gin of Wisdom, revitalizes a familiar tale with innovation. It stands as a testament to the capabilities of independent filmmaking. Yep. Oh my gosh, undeniably ambitious, blending classic storytelling with sci-fi themes. Alan Ford at Filmophilia, mechanical puppets, forced perspective miniatures, and in-camera practical effects, a vision that's out of this world. That's Tito W.
Nice.
James at Comic-Con.com. Wow, amazing. All right, where can you
say that about it?
Oh, well deserved.
What's that?
You wouldn't say that about it?
I mean, these are all things that I tried to do, but for me to be like, I have redefined what independent filmmaking can be.
Hell yeah.
I could never say that. I don't even know if I would say that. I stand. What's the saying? When you stand you're standing on the shoulders of giants, where I think anything any of us do, we're just really standing on the giants before who have paved the way. And maybe in the future, someone would look at what I did, and maybe that would pave the way for the next generation of indie filmmakers. But
you have set the bar for indie filmmakers.
To me, it
thank you.
brought back a magic that's lost with all the overly produced CGI and all that stuff. It brings back the true art of filmmaking.
Thank you, guys.
It's what independent cinema should aspire to be. And like I said, my father does not like independent films very much because he has a very blunt definition of what that is. But he was absolutely blown away by what you've accomplished.
Thank you. So it's on Apple TV, and that includes, and I took it off here, Apple TV Plus, Apple TV. I took iTunes off here because I thought it wasn't going to be on iTunes. And then I saw earlier there is a link. It is on iTunes as well. So it's, go figure. Fandango at home, a lot of people seem to enjoy it there. It works great on Apple as well. Vudu is now owned by Fandango, so you can see it there. It is on Google Play. Eric and I test drove it on there on Friday. It works. It's on YouTube. I didn't even know it was going to be on YouTube.
That was a surprise.
Now, it costs the same everywhere, so it really doesn't matter where. But I watched it on YouTube, purred like a kitten, and everything worked great.
Like the film, or you purred like a kitten?
I mean, purred like a kitten, like the subtitles worked and everything, and I purr like a kitten every time I watch it. So. It's on Vubiquity. It's on Charter. It's on Spectrum. Some people prefer Cox, and it's on Xfinity. Some people are complaining. I'm getting some people complaining about Xfinity.
I couldn't find it. We were at Rachel's aunt's house, and I was trying to find it for her. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
But then I couldn't figure out the remote. So.
Yeah, I'm not. But I haven't heard good things. It seems like there's some audio issues. My parents said, and Ann just said a little bit earlier. So I don't know if cable VOD maybe is not the best way to do it. I'm going to try that out and see if I can figure out what's going on with that as well. PMK says, such great reviews. I know. I'm just over the moon about it and just so thrilled that that's how some people see it. Not everyone is going to see it that way, obviously. DTE says, I have seen further than, thank you. I have seen further than any man because I have stood on the shoulder of giants. Isaac Newton, great quote. Yeah, that really is. And again, Amazon Prime, it is on there, but subtitles. Why are there no subtitles? So they're working on it. How soon? I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It also could be a couple weeks because it's really complex metadata not just with our language, but with all languages to make sure that it's all set right. And
Some
somehow,
of my lines are in Cantonese, so we kind of need those subtitles.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, that's right. Half of yours, I'm good. Thank you. Help yourself to as much as you want, though. Let's see here. Oh, so which is best? You know what? They're all good. So far, a lot of people seem to really like Fandango because if you look at the fine print, it's in HDX and Dolby Digital Plus. You might be asking what that is. Well, HDX encodes at a higher bit rate, almost twice that of HD. Plus, it preserves the film's native 24 frames per second, which is nice. And then obviously it uses 5.1 Dolby Digital's plus surround. So that's good. Right now, it is in all of these countries, as well as there's a couple more that aren't listed here. It is also available in Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, did Germany end up getting the pass?
Yeah, I have.
At the moment, in another couple months, they should have it.
I have cousins in Italy that want to see it.
Yeah, it should be there soon. I don't think it's in Italy yet. Another couple months, it'll be worldwide. When you're looking for it, all you have to do, just type in Aladdin. It'll usually come up, but Disney has a really strong algorithm, so you might need to type in a 3, maybe a 4, maybe even a 77, but you'll be able to find it. There is Christy Perovsky, Christy Dumar. Real quick, should my kid watch that? Very easy. This doesn't have a rating, but if your kids are old enough to handle and appreciate Raiders of the Lost Ark, that is really kind of a similar vibe. There is one SHIT. There is there's a couple sexual innuendos, nothing too crazy, and a lot of the action is humorous. A lot of it is just like kind of light sci-fi action. There's also people that are murdered. There's also people that are shot point blank, very similar to Indiana Jones. So if
yeah, and that was what, PG?
Well, that was PG when it came out. There is no way Raiders of the Lost Ark would be PG now. It would probably be PG-13, probably. I mean, that could almost pass for R now.
Really?
If you go and, oh my gosh, there are times Indiana Jones it just shoots people in the side of the head. I guess the one Nazi guy gets chopped up by a propeller. There's like so much stuff that's like
violence, but is there gore with the violence? Now there's like a line they try to draw.
There is a line, and like when the propeller thing happens, you just see blood, but it's a lot of blood hitting the side of the plane. Sapito does get impaled by spikes, and you don't see it happen, but you see him impaled, and there's a lot of blood. It's not, a lot of movies now will get away with stuff like that if they don't show a lot of blood. But
Samurai Jack.
What's that?
Samurai Jack. Every time Samurai Jack chopped up 15 guys and they all turn out to be robots, and like, oh well, no harm, no foul.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they did with obviously the prequels, having the Gungans fight, the droid army and stuff. DTE says Amazon was showing some kind of 16 plus for an informal rating. Yeah, that was kind of an odd number, but
I was actually surprised it was not rated.
Well, in order to have it rated, you have to pay for an MPAA rating, and that is at least 20 years ago it was $10,000. It's probably a lot more now. That's why most of the services don't have a rating. They'll just say mature plus, or obviously Amazon was like 16 plus, and they'll just skate away, having to pay that. Terry and I send our love tonight. Hello. Can't believe you're still going after that 16-hour stream. Yeah, it was definitely the day of, and even yesterday, I came really close to texting Wolf and saying, bro, please, can we just do this another day? But I know you've been waiting for this, and I knew I would get my Steam back. I got it back. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you, Terry, also for the awesome sushi. And I shared an image just a little bit ago of me and Eric chowing down the incredible sushi. Oh man, that propeller scene messed me up as a kid. And they used to do it at the stunt show at Disney. Yeah, absolutely. Which is so cool. So I would say it's on par with Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay. Despite, we're getting we got some really cool reviews. A lot of reviews are coming in, and they're not all like praising us. They're not all good. Most of them are positive, but we need consumer reviews. So after you're done watching the movie on Fandango, on Amazon, on Apple, usually there's a thumbs up or thumbs down, or you can do the stars. Usually you can write a review. It helps us so much. We are the underdog. I don't have, most most studio movies in general spend the amount of money that they did making the movie. They have a budget where they use just as much to spend on marketing and advertising. We basically don't have any of that. So where it's normally
grassroots, baby.
Tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars that they're spending on marketing, we are spending thousands, not even tens of thousands. So reviewing us, it helps us more than If you enjoyed the movie, you got nice things to say about it, please do. In addition to wherever you saw the film, there are places like Letterboxd. You can go and review the film there. The big one is Rotten Tomatoes. Please go and give us, give us some stars and write something about it. It would be really, really, really helpful. Thank you. And then anything you can do to spread the word, tell people about it, obviously share on socials, but call up a friend that you think, if they're into filmmaking or if they're into Star Wars, Indiana Jones type adventures, maybe they're into Disney live action films, whatever it is. If you know someone you think would like this, please spread the word. Todd Riggis, I really enjoyed it quite a lot. Can't wait for part 2. Thank you so much. That's kind of the big thing everyone says. Yeah. The first thing out of everyone's mouth is, all right, when is the next one? When is the second one? Which is awesome. That's kind of the idea. And I'm glad that people realize that there's a second one and that they're anxious to see it. All right. So we're going to get back to Wolfie. We're going to chat about all the things, but real quick, I wanted to share just another fun little scene. This is a short little ditty. One of our favorite sets that we created was Aladdin's apartment, which he made out of kind of like a giant storage container that's in this abandoned building. And we just had so much fun with all of these sets. But check out this little ditty from the film.
All I want is the lamp.
Where'd you get a key?
Does it matter?
I'd like to know.
I'd like to leave.
I'd like to leave.
Good, I'm flying.
Wrong, I'm flying.
I'm flying.
I'm flying.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's my power key.
It's my sky sail.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. But you help me retrieve the lamp, and we get it my way. End of discussion.
And what are we waiting for? Viva tu believer! Yes! There goes nothing.
And I didn't meet him officially outside of Harshad until I saw him walking down the hallway at Macomb.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, hey, Bill, how are you doing?
Not Tony.
No, Tony.
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
Milo. Tony. I'm like, Tony, what's going on? And the way he responded was the most, was it Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn.
He's
Yeah.
from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most Brooklyn-ass I've ever heard, and I'm like, "There's no way." Is he?
Yeah.
Is he making this up too? Because I thought maybe like, oh,
No, it is so funny.
range
It's
of
the most
voice.
opposite voice. It is a really thick, and he's lived here in Michigan for maybe even over 15 years. I don't know if he still has a lot of family over there or what it is, but he has this really thick, amazing Brooklyn accent.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was totally like, no way. This dude is so cool.
Yeah.
Take the man out of Brooklyn, he can't take the Brooklyn out of the man.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Aw,
Hey,
you might not
Cinnamon
be
Nelson
wise.
says, nice. That's awesome, Wolf. Awesome. So
Thank you,
thank you for hanging out with us, Cinnamon. So there is your lovely wife. And is this in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Oh my
It was at
gosh.
that
Look at those
yeah, it was at the
amazing,
castle in Puerto Rico.
amazing waves. So you guys were staying in a castle.
We went to tour a castle.
Okay. Wow. So cool. And there you guys there having some fun. It looks a little windy.
Yeah, it was kind of rainy the whole time we were there, but we still had a great time
Awesome.
because we had effects from the hurricane.
Yeah. So cool.
That was New Year's.
Awesome. You guys are so great. You guys always have so much fun,
I
which
know,
is
look how good she makes you look.
which is
Wow.
great.
Wow.
Patrick Hatfield says, congratulations, Matt and crew. Outstanding achievement. Glad to see it. So very proud of you. Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a lot of work, and it just feels so good. I'm just glad that everyone finally gets to see it. And
A long time in the making.
yeah, it's I'm just thrilled to have had the opportunity, and that everyone has the opportunity to see it, which is just awesome.
Hey, that looks familiar.
Remember, James just said, remember signing
Remember
on.
signing on in like 2014?
Remember when we thought we'd be done filming in 4 or 5 months?
I know when I was looking through pictures for this
Oh.
tonight, I came across the pictures of me signing the contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So, Wolf, you do a lot of things, and I tried to break this up in a way. When I first
try to
met
keep it
you,
easy.
the big thing that you were doing is you were writing. You were a writer in all kinds of books on
Poetry, nonfiction.
yeah, books on paganism and spiritualism, mysticism, like all kinds
Ghost
of cool
hunting.
stuff
I
like
had
that.
two books on
Ghost hunting. I remember I've gone ghost hunting with you
Yep.
before, with like legit paranormal groups that go out and visit haunted houses and stuff.
I
like,
miss doing that.
I'm
We got a
amazing.
CD of yours too.
Yep.
oh my gosh, so cool. So this is your company, which is called
Deep Forest Productions.
Awesome. And then this is great. This is your writing desk. That is so cool. Do you literally have that typewriter?
I
Or is
have
that-
an old Royal typewriter that Rachel found me at an antique shop. It
Oh my
does
gosh.
not work. I need to find somebody that can fix it because I would love for that thing to work.
Yeah, they don't even make typewriters anymore.
No.
Crazy. That's a beautiful photo too. I love the crumpled up, like that's like kind of a good.
The
I
stack of
feel
my
like a
books
good.
and-
I feel like a good writer is editing along the way. It doesn't just fall in
I
love
do.
with everything they write, but you've got to.
It's funny. You have two camps of writers. You have those that edit once they're done with a draft,
Uh-huh.
and then you have those that edit as they go. I have to be in that second group. I have to
Yeah.
edit as I go. I'm like,
And some people
this
do
doesn't-
both.
I'll like fix a word or change a sentence.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you're typewriting and you get like 90% down the page and you typo, do you have to rip that up and basically start all the way over again?
That's how they did it.
Oh,
That's how they did it. That's why I use a computer now.
Eric Steele says Wolf's voice sounds so different tonight compared to the movie. Can you do some of the raspily,
Is that
gravelly?
good or bad?
Well, Wolf did do a low gravelly voice, but then I thought it would be, I wanted something different. I didn't want it to be like another robot, but I did make it just a couple pitches, maybe even just a half or a whole pitch lower that just makes it even
When
lower.
when I came to do the ADR,
Yeah.
I had a cold, so my voice was
Oh.
gruffer and deeper,
Mhm.
and I of course have a cold again tonight.
Mm.
So
Yeah. It's cool hearing the differences. So is this your first book?
that's just a graphic I made
Oh, okay.
for advertising.
Nice. Hanging it like it looks like you're in Ireland enjoying some kind of brew or something. Look at this. This must be from a while ago. Oh, this is one of your book tours
James
or something,
was there.
right? Really?
That's at Gemini Moon. That's the day that I
you
proposed to Rachel.
Rachel. I
Yeah.
remember
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I wasn't there. Aw, that's amazing.
Yep, the day she called, I proposed and she called me an asshole.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Because you proposed.
I kind of sprung
That's
it on
her.
her.
Yeah. Well, she's got that awesome sarcastic, maybe sarcastic isn't the right word,
You don't
but
just spring a
spunky.
proposal in a public place on the lady where she's on the spot in front of a bunch of
Well, she was
people.
just mad that her nails weren't done and she's a nail tech.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is cool, man. And where is Gemini Moon?
They are no longer in operation. That was in downtown Mount Clemens.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
The owners now live in Louisiana, I
There's
think.
always neat stuff
okay.
coming up in Mount Clemens, and it always leaves like a year later.
Okay. So this is cool, and I can't. There's no way I can read that.
That was one of my poems.
It almost looks like from here. It almost looks like it's written in what's the Lord of the Rings font?
Oh, it was just like a calligraphy font.
Yeah. But it's harder to
It
read.
was just one of my little quotes that I put on the book on the page. And
Do you have it memorized?
No, I can't remember which one that was.
Nice. And then this looks like it's a collection of your books.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Musings from a Candlelit Chamber, a Ghost Hunter's Field Guide under a
Sunlit Sky.
Sunlit Sky.
Poetic Visions. That was the book of photography.
Oh, yeah. And then A Wolf in the Shadows.
That is about paganism. Yep.
Yeah, that's wild.
I do have a couple of my poems memorized.
Really? Can you share one with us?
Man is a seeker, accelerating through the star stream, across the galaxy of galaxies, out of time's time, past the past, and beyond the beyond. From conscious consciousness to cosmic vision, leaving all weights, all measures far behind, as he rides the moving star stream of the mind.
You needed like a corn cob pipe.
Love that. That's cool. I've been tripping out a lot on just like how our planet is moving through not just space, but through time and stuff. And just like, man, a lot of that stuff is way over my head. So this is another thing that you have. This is like a project you've been involved with for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is like an organization for banned books
Banned
and
books and
trying to, yeah.
It was a weekly column that was part of a newspaper out of Australia for a while. This picture is a library display in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody took a bunch of my columns on different books and made a whole display for Banned Books Week.
This is a school that had an actual banned.
No, this is a
week?
public library in Wisconsin that did it.
Oh, but this is but they're trying to help so that
Yeah.
books aren't banned. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say that would
Yeah,
be
all
crazy if they
all the
actually
books
had,
in there have been
here's all the
banned
books
somewhere.
we will not have. And like they make a
Yeah.
big spectacle out of it.
You can't check
Sheesh.
these out, but you can look at them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's wild. So we got more Wolfie, but real quick, we've got huge updates. And again, if you're looking for the film, you just type in Aladdin 34/7, or sometimes you don't even need to type in 3477. You also can just if you've got this works on my TV, and our TV is probably 7 years old upstairs, where you can just speak Aladdin 3477 into the remote.
Oh, yeah.
And then this comes up. But again, you want to be careful because you don't want to go directly to Amazon because Amazon doesn't have the subtitles yet. So hold off on that. And I think someone was saying this is the quickest way to go to cable VOD. But if Xfinity is having audio issues, you might want to be careful not to go there either. Okay, so this is a really cool image that Eric Steele put together for me. And this was originally where we thought it was going to be. It is at most of these places, but it's not on Hoopla yet. I believe that is on the 23rd. Hoopla is going to be cool because if you go to the library often, if you have a library card, Hoopla is for libraries, and you can watch the movie for free, which is really, really cool. And so you don't want to watch it on Amazon yet, but also it's on YouTube, which is not here. So again, Amazon, no, because the subtitles are not showing. Okay. Apple TV Plus, it's there. Fandango at home, it's there. Google, it's there. Oh my gosh, the reviews have been amazing. Eric Steele did a fantastic job as Aladdin. Jason
Yes, he did.
Catron, the J. Craig podcast, an audacious reimagining of a classic tale transformed into a dazzling sci-fi adventure that's funny, exciting, and familiar. Of course, that's Tom Santilli again from Movie Show Plus. This film invites audiences to rediscover their sense of wonder. My gosh, like that's what I aimed for, but like, I mean, I don't know if I could actually pull that off. So, geez, man, that is so amazing. Thank you, Chris Jones at Overly Honest Reviews. I love the imagination. Gig Pada at LRM Online. I'm ready to watch the next installment of this series. PlanetDave.com. The action sequences were top notch. And of course, that's Rob E. from Attack on Show. Some of you might be wondering, all right, this is most of the TVOD phase. Of course, we have Hoopla coming out in a couple weeks. What that means, it's transactional video on demand. So yes, anywhere that you see this, you're going to have to pay for it. But it is so cheap, especially like Wicked just came out on TVOD. It's like $30. So look, it's most expensive to buy it, to own. It's only $7.99. You probably think like I'm getting all of that. Trust me, I am not getting all of that. Depending, I'm literally getting pennies. I'm not doing this for the money. There's a really good chance after all three of these films, I won't have made a dime. It's all good. I'm doing this because I'm an artist. This is in my blood. So it's not about that. I just want everyone to see the movie. And this is the first phase. There will be more later where you can see it without paying for it. The first of which January 23rd, it'll be on Hoopla. Again, you'll be able to see it for free. It's the government that I think reimburses, and we get paid as if it's TVOD. So it is what it is. And I have this backwards here where this says, I thought that it was when Hoopla came out. I thought that that's when it would be in Australia and New Zealand, but I think it's already there now, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually, another phase, and I don't know exactly what this date will be, but eventually it'll be on AVOD. So that's stuff like Tubi, Pluto, Plex, where you can see it for free, but there'll be commercials. There's advertising. We also usually don't get to choose where those commercials are, so that's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Also, I don't know what's going to come first, AVOD or physical media. So yes, it will be available on Blu-ray and it will be available on DVD. From what I understand, this blows my mind. DVD sales are actually better than Blu-ray sales these days. More people buy stuff on DVD than Blu-ray. Go figure. There will be a movie premiere or a short run of sorts. Right now, I don't know if it's just going to be here locally in southeastern Michigan or if there's actually going to be a tour, maybe in the Midwest, maybe even more than that. But a lot of it is just feasibility. What is the demand? All of this costs money. And for any of us that go on this mini tour, it's travel and food and hotels. And if we do a different theater in each night, will that cover the cost for things? And again, I'm not doing this for the money, but at the same time, I've already spent so much. I just can't keep losing money. Yes, I'm still in debt. I'm not worried about it. It's going to get, paid off. And I do have a day job as well, but
as we all do.
Yeah, as we all do, for sure. So movietickets.com, it actually is already on movietickets.com. When you click on it, though, Showtime's not available right now. So it's ready to go whenever that happens. This is a scene. This is more of like a little bit of drama, but I just wanted to share another quick little ditty. Let's just take a quick look at this this scene from the film Aladdin 3477, The Djinn of Wisdom. And then when we come back, we're going to learn more about some of the fun stuff Wolfie has cooking.
Did these lowlifes see my daughter indecent?
I'm not aware of any privacy that has been violated. If there had been, the entire world news would be gossiping about it by now. However, you can ask your daughter of her safety in person, as she has just arrived.
Who's this?
This is Lochan Shayamal. He's the new Grand Vizier and responsible for saving you.
Saving me? Where are my personal guards?
They were killed by someone looking to harm you. Kamala, I can't give you the freedom that you crave if you can't. That'll be all for now, Lochan.
As you wish, my lord.
Woohoo! Woo! All right. So, also don't forget at the end of the film, because that message isn't on there. It's not a bonus scene at the end. It's your first look at the second film. And listen, I know this isn't a Marvel movie, but a true Marvel fan stays until the credits have finished rolling.
You never know.
So this is great. Look at this amazing photo. Oh my gosh. Did Rachel take this?
I don't remember who took it. Rachel might have taken it.
Wow. The saturation is amazing. I mean, that is a beautiful photo.
Yeah.
Well, I got to doctor it up a bit. That was tubing down the Osaba River.
I was going to say, it looks like it's doctored. Where's that?
Up near, oh, jeez. Can't remember what the name of the city is. But we were tubing down the Osaba River. We do that every year with some friends of ours.
Nice.
They have a cabin up there.
Yeah. James Cavallo says, do you have enough footage for a making of Doc once the whole trilogy is released? You know what?
Sure
I
do.
absolutely do. I have enough, not just for a Doc.
I want to see a gag reel.
You know what? I'll talk about that in a second. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we do. There is enough for there to be a series, like literally, like almost like a season of television, where there could be a documentary that's like 8 episodes. Each episode could be an hour long, because there's so much, not just in how the film was made, but things going on, some of the troubles, some of the hardships that we went through. Whether I would do that, I mean, that would be a lot of time. There's so much to sift through. But there is, a lot of people have said while we were making this, as interesting as the story is, like the movie, how this was made is just as, if not more interesting than the actual film. So, I would be into that. It really just depends on if the demand is there, but there is a good chance there will be something, and maybe it would just be a single, like, feature-length documentary or something like that. Also, there are a lot of behind-the-scenes shorts, like little 2-minute ditties. There's a couple that we've already released, and there's a bunch more on the way. But having something larger than that really showed how we were trying to schedule things and some of the hardships that we went through, and some of the hurdles that we had to go over, would be great. Excellent work, my friend. Thank you so much, Todd. Super, super appreciated. You've always been such an awesome supporter. Okay, Eric Steele says the giggle cut. So there are 3, and they haven't been edited or condensed yet, but while I was doing rough cuts for all 3 films, every time we had a gag or a blooper or someone fumbled their words, if it was funny enough, if I was actually laughing, I put it in another folder. No joke, each film is about 45 minutes. Now, I have not cut them. I have not edited them. I don't know if I would even set them to music or not. I have not trimmed them. I have not, like, okay, this person fumbled their words this many times. At a certain point, it's not funny anymore. Or maybe a couple of them are really funny. This one isn't that funny. Yeah, so I haven't trimmed it down yet, but still, it's 40. Each one is 45 minutes to work out with. That's epic. I mean, even if I trim those down, that is going to be some epic bloopers.
I remember if I flubbed any of my lines.
Just get a 5-minute take of John.
I know there was a couple of takes, but
yeah. You know what else I was thinking of doing? I don't know if this is possible, but I'm curious. There's always people that are making alternate edits of films. So there's people, for example, that have taken the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which is that 8 episodes, or was it? Oh, it was 6 episodes. Each one was like an hour long, and I want to say someone edited it into like just a 2.5 hour movie, and it's supposed to be really, really good.
Didn't Eric do that?
Eric Steele?
Yeah. Was that not Eric that did that?
I don't think he did that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it if he did. But I would be curious if someone did that with the Aladdin trilogy, if it's even possible to edit all 3 films. This would have to be when they come out, but could you actually edit all 3 films into a single movie?
Yeah, but you'd have to cut so much out.
You would, and I think that's maybe a misconception right now, because there's things, if you just watch the first movie, there's probably scenes, maybe not even a whole scene, but there's probably dialogue that people say that seems like you probably don't need to have that, and you could cut it out. But anything that's in there, if it's not anything to do with the first film, it's actually setting up something later. Yeah. So like there's a scene in Aladdin's apartment where Brej is like, he's kind of warning Aladdin, if you go to India, the Skanda Mafia is going to kill you. Well, just watching this single movie doesn't seem like we really need that. We could probably cut that, but
it's foreshadowing. Yeah.
It's definitely foreshadowing to the second film. So interesting. I'm curious down the road. It would be fun to have a contest for people to try editing it into a single film. And then each week, maybe cast and crew get together and watch a new one and then vote on which one was the best. We'll have a little prize at the end. Yeah, it could be, if there's a demand for it, it could be an interesting thing.
The thing where you had you, Eric, and just you had it play in your theater, but it was like Mystery Science Theater where the rest of you, and like the whole way through, just comment as we go.
Okay, if we do that, we have to have the back of Fidji's head, and Fidji has to be making noises. You have to have Brej with the hat, so you need the fuzzy hat, and then maybe Lochan or something like that, commenting on things. Have Lochan's head.
It's just, the only thing I contribute there is like I'm drinking every time I see myself, and I'm just gone
and
by the end of the film.
You'd have to have somebody with the sardonic quips.
Oh yeah.
James Cavallo says that sounds awesome. So I want to talk real quick about, or not real quick, we can talk about it all night if you want to. I want to talk about some of the cool drinks that you made, your mixology, all the things. Oh, Aaron would be great. Mystery Science Theater, I want in. Yeah, we need, and especially because Aaron,
oh my God,
he can do everyone's voice. He can do Bang's voice. Oh my gosh, he can do Brandon Gallo's voice. It is uncanny. He can't, I don't think he can do my voice just yet, but there's a bunch of us in cast and crew that Aaron can do. His Bang is incredible. It's so good.
His Sean Connery is impeccable.
Sean Connery's good, and
Morgan
all that.
Freeman's iconic.
Yep.
Christopher Walken is.
But Aaron's laughing. Anyway, the Aladdin 4377. Obviously, I enjoyed that immensely. So walk us through. What are some of these other drinks here?
That is Fiji in the mix.
Nice. Fiji in the mix. Delicious. And it looks like a Fiji, like with the white head and the little raspberry eyes or whatever. I like that.
That is, I call that a crake.
Okay.
That is, I do one of my home brews is Irish breakfast whiskey. It's a shot of that, homemade Irish cream, whipped cream, and then sprinkled with cocoa powder.
Nice.
Oh,
dude, you make it with love.
I just sprinkled a lid already.
The Irish breakfast whiskey, that's my signature. It's the first whiskey I ever made. It's Irish whiskey infused with Madagascar vanilla, maple syrup aged in bourbon barrels, and then I bathe it in whole coffee beans before bottling.
What? Oh, I just went from 6 to midnight.
I do 9 different whiskeys.
So what's this all about?
That is named after us. That's the fucking rock star.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
That it's got a lot of stuff in that, and it is.
Dude, we need to get together with Tracy and Scott, and you need to. That's
Wasn't there like
that's
a
amazing
different version of that too that just hit harder? Or what was it?
I do have a different version. Yeah, it's all the different
brews
I make.
That one. Thanks by the way. I don't remember the rest of the night.
Okay, so this is wow. This is all of the alcohol that you home brew. You make the labels and everything. What is this?
That picture is actually all the brews that I made in 2024.
What?
Yep. So I got.
Now these are like what is each one of these? These are whiskey, beer. What are these?
Going from left to right.
Okay.
You got Wolf's Creole Shrub, which is like an orange flavored rum.
Wow.
Caribe Noches, which is a dark rum that's made with Cuban amber rum and Jamaican coffee rum.
Mm-hmm.
And then Midday Rum, which is just a standard everyday rum. The next one is chocolate honey nut scotch. It's honey scotch with Swiss chocolate and almonds. It's like a frickin' dessert.
How come I don't have that?
You can have one.
I'll buy one.
I didn't drink scotch.
Plum and black currant brandy. That came out really sweet this year.
How long does it take to make these?
Month and a half to 2 months, depending on which one it is.
Okay.
And
over course, time, do they get better over time?
Well, the more it sits, the more mellow it gets.
Okay.
Then the next one's the Irish Breakfast Whiskey. And then I have my autumn.
Which is good. I've had that.
Yep. I know that's your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The Autumn Spice Brandy. I make that every fall. It's like apple pie in a bottle. And then I got Romulan Ale, which is 164 proof.
And Eric Steele just chimed in. Romulan Ale is the devil.
I can't believe we finished that whole bottle that night.
Wow. That was my bachelor party.
That was your bachelor party.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We're doing shots of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can drink the ramen ale straight if you want to wake up on the floor, but I've designed it as a mixer.
It sneaks up on you. Eric and I were fine until we weren't.
Because it's 164 proof.
It doesn't taste like it is, though. It tastes like it's half that.
And then the Klingon Blood Wine Stovo Core. That's at the end. That takes me a good month and a half to 2 months to make. And it's like a 6-step process.
Wow.
I charge $125 for one bottle of that.
Wow.
Does that bottle take the longest out of all those?
Yes, it takes the longest.
Wow.
The Ramen Ale, Star Trek podcast actually reviewed those two live on air, and he didn't even get to the Klingon blood wine. He was wasted after 10 minutes of the Ramen Ale.
Did you just keep drinking for 10 minutes?
He slurred his words, and I'm laughing my ass off.
That is so funny. Wow.
I actually can't pick my favorite between those two.
Yeah, that screenshot is actually from the video I made to give an instruction on how to make the Romulan Ale.
Nice.
Because you can drink it straight, but it's meant as a mixer.
Okay.
So you mix 3 ounces of the Romulan Ale and then 8 ounces of Ultra Zero Monster.
Okay.
And to be honest, 1 glass and I'm good for a night.
Yeah.
Even me.
Yeah.
Guess we're just having the last 3477 tasting day in Wolf's basement.
That's the Caribe Noches.
How do you say that? Caribe Noches.
Caribe Noches.
Caribe Noches.
Caribbean Nights.
I feel like Antonio Banderas could be like Caribe Noches.
Those rums. It's got Aztec chocolate in it. It's got a lot going on.
Terry says we need a drink called Fiji Fizz.
I'm on it.
Yeah, we have a Fiji in the mix, but I like that. Yeah. I like that. What are the names of the other? We've got the Vex on the Beach.
Vex on the Beach.
Obviously, the Aladdin 4377. The Sky Sail.
Sky Sail. Tea Rocks.
Tea on the Rocks.
Tea on the Rocks.
And then Gin.
Gin of Wisdom.
Yeah, the Gin of Wisdom, but that's Gin of Wisdom.
The Princess Kamala.
Princess Kamala.
Which is uses elderflower liqueur, so it's a really sweet floral taste to it.
Nice.
Joe Black, what's up? Oh my gosh, I miss you so much. Yo, is this a drinking live stream? Yes.
They're always a drinking live stream.
You know what? It is, but I honestly don't drink that much. Wolf made me a delicious liquor 4377, which knocks Aladdin 1,000 years into the future. From the future he's already in. I'll be honest right now, I've got flavored water I'm just enjoying my little cinnamon stick, and I'm drinking flavored water right now because I actually don't drink that much. I enjoy a nice little drink, but I hope I'm not ruining my street cred with my flavored water. Of course, James is dancing over there.
I'm good.
And now this is a step aside because this is your
Barbecue sauces. Yep.
barbecue sauces.
I have like 4 or 5 different ones. Each sauce is named after some place in Detroit, but the main one is my Detroit grilling sauce. That's an all around sauce. You can put it on anything and everything. I actually had a at Blake's Cider Mill. They had a sauce off.
Okay.
And I was part of that.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to actually be in a competition for the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Which I had a lot of people coming up and like, oh my God, this is my all-time favorite. This is amazing. I made 3 gallons of sauce.
Oh my gosh. Eric Steele says slow gin fizz.
Oh.
So what is this? This is a pork butt? Did I see correctly? So what exactly is that? I should know, but I don't know.
Really gotten into like I got a smoker, and best investment I ever made. When I first started out grilling, I mean, I could destroy a hot dog. It was pretty sad. But even Rachel said she just watched my technique and my expertise just grow exponentially. And now, like I did a tomahawk steak. Took it off the cast iron skillet, sliced it, gave it to her. And she's just standing there silent, and I'm like, "Well, how is it?" She's like, "I'm having a moment. Just wait."
Oh man,
so that's great. Eric says we also might have to have a drinking game laid out for the film. I mean, we absolutely do.
Of course.
There needs to be a drink every time James shows up as an extra. There needs to be one every time we hear Shiva to Believa.
Yeah. Eric and I have already witnessed a group of people who have accomplished the game already.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And,
we need to lay out an official one, and it would be great if it was almost interactive, kind of like Rocky Horror or something like that. I am all about it.
You start with a glass of Aladdin 4377, and every time you hear Shiva to Believa, you got to take a sip.
Hey, Joe Black says, "LOL." Well, we love water too. Waymint, did somebody say barbecue sauce? Where can we buy or try it? That's a great question.
I am selling it off of my website. So
Okay.
If you go to Deep Forest Productions, I'm still working on the website. There's a couple of glitches that I have to work on.
It's just Deep Forest Productions?
DeepForestProductions.com.
Well, what was the
Deep?
It was like a yum. What was the white sauce?
Forest is one
It
R,
is-
right? Yep.
Yeah. Motor City white sauce. It's my version of Alabama white sauce, and it's got some zip to it.
That one slapped so hard.
do,
Oh man.
I don't know if it's Christy, I did not see the comment you made. Maybe it didn't show up, so you might have to leave that again. I did not see the comment you made. And then I just gave the link to the site. It looks like it popped up on YouTube and Twitch, but maybe not LinkedIn and maybe not Facebook. But it's deepforestproductions.com. Oh, wait, if I click on this, you might be able to click on it. So you can try that. No, Christy, you might need to leave that comment again. Yeah, super, super cool. So this is obviously meat that you put in the smoker that you have?
Yeah, that was a pork butt that took about 9 hours to smoke. That was after 2 hours of smoking.
Okay.
It's immaculate.
Yeah?
Well, my meat usually is.
I'm just going to let that one go.
Christy, I see the message now, and I'm going to talk about that as soon as we get finished with this food here. I'll talk about exactly that. That looks saucy.
God.
This is like the art of
when Rachel and I collaborate. It's just amazing. I did Vietnamese catfish, and then she did the caprese salad and the grilled veggies.
Dang-a-ga-dong-a-ding-a-dong-ding. That looks good. Look at the mozzarella in there. Dude, you don't mess around. And then this is Eggs Benedict.
It's egg toast. That was actually breakfast for the grandkids one day.
Oh my gosh, they are so spoiled.
Yeah, they've become accustomed to a certain standard of living that they're not going to understand.
If Jericho spends the night, he's like, is Grandpa going to make breakfast?
Oh my gosh. That is amazing. And what is this?
That is, that was pho with grilled bison.
No way.
Dang.
I've never even considered it with bison.
Dude, you don't mess around. Oh, this
That
is where it's at.
That was actually Valentine's dinner for Rachel and I last year. That is.
Oh my God, dude! I'm like, my mouth is like watering right now.
That's
That's another
delicious. Sauce I make. It's Griswold Street garlic aioli.
Okay.
Oh my dude.
With grilled shrimp.
Oh my gosh. Joe Black says, interesting bison pho. That sounds amazing. Wow, that is.
Bison is my go-to protein. It is so much better than cow. It is it's leaner. It's
honestly, if we switched over as a nation to bison, that'd probably be better. But I don't know if we could meet the demand on that.
Nah.
Wow.
The bison were almost wiped out.
All right, so here is what's up. We're going to chat a little bit about Aladdin 3477. Christy Dumar, the Princess of India, wants to know, I saw that popcorn bucket. Are they available in the Aladdin 3477 store? If not, how can I get one?
I know, I just saw that for the first time tonight, too.
That is a great question. So this was actually a gift from Eric and Terry, and it really is just the poster, so anyone can make one of these. It is, you can see I haven't cleaned the inside of it because we were using it on Friday. We had Fruity Pebble popcorn. It's really good. Yeah, it was amazing. But Eric, I can turn on the lights here so you can kind of see this a little bit better. So this is it's really just the half poster, the mini poster, and it's just kind of cut on there. And then it's got Aladdin, the Princess, Brej, and then on the back, see, that's just part of the poster, and it's just kind of cut and taped on there. But I just love it. It's in a plastic popcorn bucket. We need to do with the popularity of obviously like the Dune popcorn bucket and the Deadpool one, and then there's one for the Lord of the Rings animated movie that just came out. We need to do these. So this is not an official one that we have yet. What we want to do, what we're talking about, and I've been talking a little bit about doing this with Dan Phillips, we would love to have a Fiji popcorn bucket. And at first we were thinking just doing the Fiji head, but then it's just literally a radio, like the radio head. But yeah, so cool. And I love that the way that the graphic wraps around, because it's larger at the top and smaller at the bottom, it makes it look like the princess is leaning in, and I love the way that the Taj is leaning in, and then this ship is like kind of going upward, but then on the other side, it's like Brej is leaning in, and normally that hand goes straight up, but that's kind of angled back, and then here's the ship that the princess steals. No spoilers, and it's kind of going up in the air instead of straight across, which is wild. But anyway, we definitely need to do these for sure. We're talking about doing Fiji, like a half-size Fiji that's shaped, and then have it be a popcorn bucket. That would be amazing for if and when we have kind of a Midwest release or a local, kind of release in different theaters here in Michigan.
Too, because the Lord of the Rings one had 2 different popcorn buckets, and both of them.
And never saw either of those.
Yeah. So the big thing is we can probably make them cheap, but here's the problem. Obviously, anything plastic gets made over in China. The trick is shipping. So popcorn buckets like this are a little bit easier to do because this is kind of bulky, but you can literally put another one inside that, another one inside that, another one inside that. So you can have 30 of these, and it's only a box that big. If you have Fijis that are literally the shape of Fiji and they can't stack, 30 Fijis is literally, and it might not be that heavy because they're lightweight, but 30 Fijis is a whole crate. And then it's like if they're individually boxed, now that's a thing. You know what I mean? So it's there's a lot
logistics.
There's a lot of complications to go to it. So in the end, we might only be able to do something like this. But this is cool.
So pretty much comes down to what you're willing to spend. Because after you initially made that point, I went back to Imagine and asked the guy who told me about the Warhammer thing from Lord of the Rings. I said, "Hey, how did these arrive?" He's like, these came in so many boxes of just long Warhammer War of the Rohirrim things, and they just ship them like next. So Fiji would be next to a Fiji.
Yeah,
and that's how it is.
Yeah. Eric Steele, how amazing. I can make you one, princess. That is awesome. And then hopefully we'll have real ones too, but that is amazing. I feel like every princess needs an Aladdin 3477 official popcorn bucket. And Christy says, ooh. Joe Black says, laughing my ass off. Not the Dune, I mean popcorn, the Dune popcorn bucket. There was a reason why that particular popcorn bucket went viral. I know. And then the Deadpool one as well. Christy.
Get greenlit from like the marketing team. They're like, yeah, that works.
I know. And like, it's so funny that a lot of people take that movie so seriously, but how can you when that's what the popcorn bucket looks like? But
what's serious about Dune?
Well, I mean, that's not Dune isn't like a movie that has humor in it and stuff.
I haven't seen the new ones.
I saw the first one.
It's good.
Aladdin!
Anyway, so Christy says, Aladdin, thank you. Awesome. So some more juice on Aladdin 3477 on cabletv.com. They had an article, what to watch this week, and their top 16 TV and movie picks, and then the subheader, they only listed 2: Squid Game and Aladdin 3477, The Gin of Wisdom on VOD. That, I mean, look at it. It's small. It's small wins like that are just amazing and just so grateful for. Here's MSN giving us some love.
Nice.
TV Guide, which is crazy. And we learned on Friday, TV Guide is still in print.
I was just going to say, TV Guide's still a thing?
Yeah, it sure is. Here's some juice from Germany. Of course, the big thing was Screen Rant when they unveiled, they had the exclusive for the new trailer and the movie poster, the release date, all the things, which was so cool. And then Collider really hooked us up with the first to reveal what one of the scenes looks like. And in fact, it's a short little ditty. Let's take a quick peek at this really fun, whimsical scene with the princess. Awesome. Very exciting. So anyway, so as you guys know, I keep saying it because you don't know who's tuning in, who's tuning out, but Amazon, it is available. But sorry, there's no subtitles yet. So please watch it anywhere but Amazon because you want the full experience. We've been doing all kinds of cool stuff like draw this in your style. We did one for the princess. They're coming in all the time. This is one that came in for Aladdin and Fiji earlier in the week. The big one that we just did is the Draw This in Your Style contest for Lochan Shyamalan. And I'm not going to go through a bunch of them. I'm going to hopefully have all of them judge. Did you judge yet?
I have not been.
Oh my gosh, Wolfie. I'm sure Wolfie will soon. And
it's been busy.
Yeah, it has been busy. It's been crazy busy. So you've got some time on that, but hopefully we'll have that rocking and a rolling soon. If you're walking down downtown Utica, you probably will notice in one of the windows for the studio an 8-foot banner for the film. And then right next door at the Jawbreakers card shop, another poster, and we've got flyers all over. So I feel like downtown Utica is like the official city celebrating Aladdin 3477.
We'll take it.
There's a lot of interesting things as this kind of continues to grow on the web. One of the things that's interesting is this website for filming, and there's another one too, lists all the locations that we filmed. I don't know where they got this list. I've never even gave this list. It's surprisingly accurate, like really accurate, which is strange. Also, allegedly, the movie script released online. This isn't the actual movie script, but it has only the English dialogue. So like almost like someone went in and typed in just the words or something, or maybe they got a hold of something from
data mined.
Yeah, from something. Okay, so a lot of you know what Rule 34 is, and we haven't quite gotten that yet. If it exists, it means there's porn of it.
Yeah, this guy knows.
And I just want to, I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself for when it goes there. Every day I Google, like, what's the latest, what's being said about Aladdin, and already there is sexies, pics, web porn, and then if you look close, I don't have my glasses on, in the fine print, there's like Aladdin nude telegram, and just kind of, I don't know what that is.
I bought the negatives.
But this is just the image that Screen Rant put together.
Rule 34. You are the architect of your perfect sandwich.
Yeah, so Rule 34 isn't always that. But the strangest thing that I have discovered on the internet, there is a store that is selling the official trailer for $35.
Wow.
What's even more strange, there are options. And when you click on the options, men's shoe sizes.
I want to know what kind of shoes coming in.
I know. I gotta look this up again, and I need to order. I feel like I need to order these shoes. Joe Black says, "LOL, Matt, sir, not the TV guide still being in print. Shade, I'm weak." Yeah, who knows? Who knew? So I still have more screenings. There's a couple people from podcasts. The Detroit News is coming out.
Nice.
A bunch of things, which is cool. You know, hang out with me and check out the film. We had an awesome video that Attack on Show put together when Rob E came out. He made a cool like vlog style road trip video, which is really neat. And again, the reviews have been just awesome. I'm not even gonna. I mean, these are just amazing. I'm just so grateful for all of it. Listen, as great as those reviews are, please, please, please review us after you're done watching a movie. There's always a prompt, whether you're watching it on Fandango, Amazon, Apple TV Plus, whatever it is. There's always a thing where you can leave stars or thumbs, or you can write a little review. It always helps. And if you take the time, please, 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 anyone can go to Rotten Tomatoes and leave a review. They kind of split it up between the professionals. What do they think? And what do consumers and people that just enjoy movies, what do they think? Please, please, please go and leave us a review. I mean, especially if you liked it.
Review it on Fandango.
You did?
Yep.
Awesome.
Makes it real easy just to select the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is
awesome.
awesome.
I wish there was a way to leave like commentary, but it was just the stars.
Yeah.
Well, imagine typing that on a TV remote.
Yeah,
That's why I have the Xbox remote with the keypad because I'm smart.
Oh, nice. Joe Black says, I'm going to hop on Amazon Prime and check it out. Not Amazon Prime. That's the only one. Hold off on Amazon because the subtitles aren't there. And so there will be some things that are confusing. That's the only one. They're working on it. It could be literally weeks before they get it fixed. It's a metadata issue. So that's the only one I would suggest not doing. Rotten Tomatoes, obviously, please, please, please spread the word any way you can. Yes, socials, but just when you're chatting with people, email people about it, people specifically that you know would dig this, let them know. The art book. I'm not going to show a bunch of these, but the art book is coming out soon. It'll be with the 4th swag box. don't mind the fact that every time there's an early character design of Lochan Shaimal, there's always a giant tube going right to the groin.
Wait, what?
I always, in all the designs, there's always a giant tube that goes right to his groin. It was my way of being like weird sci-fi, you know. Of course, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I mean, it makes practical sense too. But before we were filming with Lochan, everyone, cast and crew, were always looking through my designs, and everyone was always like, "You're not really gonna do that." And I'm like, "Why? That would be like really strange and weird and very sci-fi like." And people are like, "Don't, please don't do it."
Astronauts get to go in their suit. Why can't he?
Yeah. Joe Black says, okay, Fandango it is then. Fandango is a great way to go. A lot of people have said the HDX is really nice on Fandango. So absolutely. Here's some storyboards. The Rashmi Access Portal was one of the first set pieces that we created. Here's a sequence, the introduction to Umi that I storyboarded. Here's the sky sail before we built it. Fiji even looked different back then. Here's a look at the back cover. This is when Fiji looked completely different. But as you can see, Fiji was always kind of a white armor with orange stripes.
I noticed the colors on the sky sail were the same as Fiji.
Wait, what?
The sky sail is a little bit more of a gray, and it's red stripes on the sky sail. Very close though.
Fan mail.
We're going to skip fan mail today because we're running short on time, but I wanted to go over when I was a boy, and I thought you would appreciate this, Wolf, because I have some...
I'm still a boy. I haven't grown up yet.
Humble... I know, and that's the whole thing, they say the true artist is the child. The difficulty is how to remain a child once you grow up. So I like to share every episode, something I did when I was a kid, just to make, sometimes people see what I do at some of the art, and I don't know, sometimes aspiring artists feel like I could never do that. So I like to show old stuff to show that, and when I was in school, I was not the best. There were other kids that could draw better than me and everything. But I had some creative things that I did. And so I wanted to share today. I thought you might get a kick out of this. This is actually the third Indiana Jones Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yes.
And so I would make these in these notebooks, and I think this is part 1 of 2. So I thought it would be fun to go through this. And look at this. A lot of people won't even be able to. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to read what that says. Okay. Anyway, this is like 5th grade me, right? And look at this cursive. Like, you guys probably can't even read this.
Ancient text.
All right, so this is also about the time I can tell I was getting into D&D, because this book, in addition to being a choose your own adventure, look at this. There's like a health, weakness symbol. I kind of made my own kind of role-playing game stats on this, which is
this is awesome.
Which is interesting. Anyway, this book is very different from your choose your own adventure books. To prepare for the adventure, you will need a piece of notebook paper and a pencil or a pen. On the front of the piece of paper, look at that. I even drew the pencil in the little lined paper. You will need to write exactly what is on this one. On the next page, you will learn how to fill in the blanks. Okay, so we'll go through this real quick. How to fill in. Okay, this is player. This is money. You write that down. Maps,
$1,000.
Weapons, symbols. Your name, of course, is Indiana Jones. Go on to the next page. Okay. Oh, and then health, weakness, example when it's all done. Look at, I even drew it in a different color. I had a different color pen. All right. The story starts now. Anything written in this color doesn't have to do with the story. It tells you about something you might have to change on your character sheet. It might just tell you to turn the page. The story. By the way, I haven't looked at this since 5th grade, so this is all new for me. Or I don't want to say how many decades. This is hilarious. Okay, you are in Washington. The year is 1938 in December without a capital D. There used to be legends in the KC Mountains. Boy, that's interesting.
That's
The Casey
foreshadowing.
yeah.
Wow.
About a golden statue hidden in a cave of snow. No one believed the legend. Some bought the Casey Mountains and turned the place into a public skiing place. Skiing place. You are going to look for the golden statue. You'll have to rent skis. Go on to the next page. All right. You walk up to a man at the center. How much is it to rent a pair of skis and a pair of poles? Would you ask that? A pair of poles? I don't know what they're called. I hadn't skied before. The man looks from a newspaper he's reading. It says $25 for the skis, $15. You hand over $37 and $3 worth of change, and you rented the skis and say thank you. You are welcome. Okay, now you have to subtract $40 from your $1,000. You should get $960, just so you know. So erase your $1,000 from your name, all right, and put down. Yeah. We get it. Okay. All right, page 6. You glide on your skis looking for anything suspicious. Suddenly, 2 men in white with white masks are following you. They both have M16s. Those are machine guns. I don't know if they still call them that. They are now shooting at you. Okay. You can fight them back. You can use only one of the weapons on your character sheet, only one of the 4 after you have chosen which page tells you to go to. So, are you using a Chinese star, bullwhip, gun, grenades, rope, or
nunchucks?
Put numb with a B. Nunchucks. Probably because I thought when you hit someone with nunchucks, it makes you numb. Probably what I thought. All right, what are we using?
Bullwhip.
Bullwhip. All right, we're going to go to page 14.
Because I want to see how skillful you can use bullwhip on skis.
All right, look at this. Whoopah! Like right around this dude's neck. The first is easily strangled with your whip. The second is pulled into a tree. Oof. Go to page 20. I don't know what this guy was. This guy's like looking the wrong way and he gets whipped around the neck.
That's such a Looney Tunes moment. Oh, man.
All right, we're going to go to page 20. You have killed them both. You search the bodies, and all you find is a jackknife. If you haven't already, add jackknife to your weapons list on your character sheet. After a while, which is one word, apparently, you have finally found the cave. You have a choice. You have a choice of going now or later. It isn't dark, so it wouldn't really matter. Or would it? Because if you want to get it now, go to page 7. If you want to get it later, go to page 9.
9.
All right, later. Of course, you have to rent ski equipment again. Subtract $40 from your money on your character sheet.
Oh, what a racket.
You go to the cave and someone has already been digging there. The gold statue is gone. The adventure continues. You are in the jungle of Pacento. Your character sheet has not changed, so don't change it. Good luck. Go to page 19. All right, you are walking down the Pacento jungle. There is almost a beat to the sound of the animals in the jungle. All of a sudden, no, it can't be a snake.
Why is there always going to be a snake?
Remember that you can only use the weapons you have, as if there's other weapons you would be able to use. Chinese star, bullwhip, gun, knife, nunchucks, rope, and grenades. All right. Which weapon you want to use? Chinese star, bullwhip, gun, knife, nunchucks.
Go extra.
Rope or
grenade the snake.
You want to grenade the snake?
Sure. We'll go with that.
Let's see. Page 15.
That's pretty much what happened.
Oh my gosh, that's just. Oh my gosh, I didn't have this on the. I should have done this.
Oh man, we've done
Yeah,
this before.
yeah. I forget. Anyway, there's your snake exploding.
Poor snake.
Tom Smack says, Matt, you should be a dungeon master. Seems like you have a knack for Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, this was definitely Dungeons and Dragons inspired for sure. This is go to page 27. Gosh, how funny is this? All right, you find a magic potion and you put it in your bag. If you drink the potion, your health will be a 5. It is wise to take the potion when your health is around 1.5. Add magic potion to your weapon list. When you have drank the potion, erase it from your weapon list. And then, I don't know why, but there's some dude walking. Looks like you drop a coconut on him. I don't know if that's the skipper. Gilligan, drop those coconuts. I don't know. Go to page 29. To be continued.
So wait,
it looks like a line. It sure does. So we're going to continue this next week, but we just have to look at some of the other crazy. Are there some? Okay, this is when you went earlier, you actually got the idol.
Oh,
should have gone earlier. Instead, we don't get the idol. We took a nap, and we had to pay more for skiing equipment again. All right, so here's the Chinese star. If you were to use that. What else could have happened? Oh, geez, here's the nunchucks. Right to the face. And then look at, he throws it.
I love it.
With the blood. I love the pink blood. Maybe, this might have been like a red pen, but just over time now it's hot pink.
I like the hot pink better.
Was this because of the knife? I can't remember. Oh, this is what happens if you use a gun. You keep missing.
Oh.
So it bites. Oh, geez. Here's the grenade with the skiers.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. 5th grade. Amazing. So the snake blows up. Yeah, we saw that. Here's a rope where you strangle. Have you guys seen the video where they have how to get out of if someone strangles you from behind and you let the seat back, but like the person's doing the electric one that just goes really slow. Really slow. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Look at, here's throwing the jackknife. Do they even call them jackknives anymore?
Yeah.
The jackknife.
I mean, it's a diving technique.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Words. We want the look at this. With the whip, you just scare it away, but you look around and you find a bag of gold. Oh, if we would have used the bullwhip. See, sometimes you think a bullwhip is like going to be a bad match for a snake, but look at this. We would have scored.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a bullwhip.
$350. And look at this. Also, the Chinese star. Somehow that made it into the snake. You find a bag of money, and now you've got a bloody Chinese star. Only halfway bloody because it only went halfway through the snake. And it looks like these are just these are ads for the first 2 pages that I did. So much fun. Oh, look at this. Looks like skiing over a cliff accidentally. Anyway, so much fun. Wolfie, thank you for joining me on this adventure, taking me back in time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. My gosh, it's been so much fun. Again, Amazon Prime. Sorry, there's still no subtitles. So any of the places except Amazon. Guess what? Macomb Community College, tomorrow classes start literally tomorrow morning. And we're in a new building now. There's a whole mezzanine upstairs that there's like couches and stuff you can hang out. Looks amazing.
So different from when I was there.
Yeah, here's a design room. Here's Sean Sheehan's room. This is a little bit earlier. It's a lot more finished now. The video studio. This is the figure illustration room. Here's me drawing the Australian breakdancer for one of my demos. There's a full audiobook for free of the official collector's edition on YouTube. Next time, 1 week from today, the Princess of India is going to be hanging out with us, Christy Perovsky, Christy Dumar, and it's going to be a great old time. So please hang out with us next week. The Livestream Lounge is an official podcast on YouTube. Thank you. And with that, thank you guys so much. You're amazing. Thank you for all your support. I hope you guys enjoy Aladdin 3477, the Djinn of Wisdom. Thank you, Wolfie.
Thank you for having me.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you, gang. Oh, yeah.
Did you enjoy class today? If so, give me a like. If there's something you'd like to see me cover in a future video, let me know what that is in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I've also got a video series called Sketchbook Challenge that helps your drawing, creativity, and fill up an awesome looking sketchbook. Plus, there are videos on You Can Draw Star Wars, Hollywood is Dead, and sneak peeks at the Aladdin 3477 Motion Picture Trilogy. In order to not miss any new videos, hit that notification bell. Sharing is caring, and it's great to inspire your friends. Share this video on social media, and your friends will share awesome art tips they find with you. If you're on Instagram, you can follow me at Matt_Bush_Instagram. I'll see you back in the classroom soon. Don't be tardy.